All right, lads, after just putting 2-1 defeat in the FA Cup preliminary round, what are your thoughts on the game overall?
Obviously, it's always disappointing to exit the FA Cup on our sort of first game into the competition. In recent years, we've done well. We've gone near enough into the first round proper, like being in the hat for 4 qualifying round rules. So we are disappointed with it today. And obviously, having those sort of memories of last season's has made it probably a harder one to take. But we'll take our medicine today. Yeah, we've come to a side that fully motivated. It was a massive game for both clubs, but obviously they've come out on top.
Yeah, and what do you think was the difference between the sides today? Anything you can put your finger on?
Obviously, I look at it in terms of 11 against 11. We were in what I call complete control, even though we got an early goal. Sometimes you probably score a little bit too early in football. They responded, and obviously, unfortunately, we've had a man sent off. I feel that they've lined that situation up. I think Theo is obviously a lad that is very influential for us. He's in the heartbeat of a football match by playing in centre midfield. And I think he's been provoked with apparently an incident in which I think he got bit in his back. So he's probably reacted to that, and obviously the referee was in quite close proximity of the incident, so he probably had to red card Theo. But maybe if the situation was dealt with prior to that, then we might not have got to that situation.
And obviously we had Sam go off in the second half for a clash on the head. Any update on that injury wise and how he's been?
Again, yeah, you say it was a clash on the head, so I think it was probably a committed challenge by their man, and unfortunately for us and Sam, he's come out with an injury that meant that he had to come off of the field of play, and we'll see how that goes this week. Again, Sam's a big player for us, so whilst we beat the drum at the start of the season, we've got a big squad. Today, with obviously players that had commitments and also with the injuries that we picked up, because we always were wary of the opening months or weeks of the season being like a pre-season whilst the season was up and running, because of the interruptions we've had in it with COVID and all the other bits and bobs. So with Sam, hopefully he's going to be fine for a busy bank holiday weekend, but we'll see how that goes over the next couple of days.
Obviously, despite the result, there were still a couple of promising performances of players. One of those, Tuzi, looked lively in the second half. Field players looked lively. Anything like to pick out on that you thought particularly people did well?
Listen, I still believe that as a squad of players, we're a work in progress, but I don't mean that as we're building for a minute. We're building for this season. We're looking to do well in the season, and I haven't seen anything in the 3 games we played to date to suggest otherwise. First game of the season was probably a bit of Russian blood football, and as their results have shown since, we probably were unfortunate to drop points against a side that are going to do really, really well this season. I felt that Tuesday night we were in complete control, should have won by a wider margin, even though, as results show today, Barnsley have reacted and won a local derby in their FA Cup tie. So it shows that there's no mugs in this division. And then today, Exmouth, we were always worried. We never went down to Exmouth today feeling anything other than it's going to be a hard task. And in cup football, sometimes if you get something that it gives what's apparent the lower level side a bit of hope, which the sending off obviously did with the crowd that was there, because it was a big crowd for the level. It gave them that sort of confidence to go on, and they got the rub of the green. Probably chances that fell that normally we would take didn't fall for us. We're getting ricochets that are going wide of our men. They're getting chances that have rebounded back off a keeper into the man's path, and he scored to make it 2-1. So that's the fine lines in football. But I know the club as a whole ain't going to thank me for saying this, but this season is, in my mind, all about the league. Is all about us being doing well in the league, and in recent years we've done well in the FA Cup, and it sort of distracted us from the league. The time before, when we've gone out of this stage, we've had a successful campaign in the league in terms of winning the league that we were playing in at that time. So hopefully, if there's an omen there, then we're looking to exploit that and make sure that our league efforts give us a lot of good times that the FA Cup has done for us over the last couple of seasons.
Obviously, another positive today is first of our under-18s stepping up today. Ben Courtier looked lively and looked good today when he came on today. Will you get any comment on that and general overall strength for our under-18s this year?
Ben's obviously someone we've got high hopes for. we have always managed to produce good levels of players out of our 18s. Our 18s that look like they're, again, the manager there was brought in, like obviously I asked him to come and run the under 18s because I knew of his strengths in terms of recruitment and getting the best players not only in like locally to this club but in the area of Bristol, and he's certainly doing that. Last year we were fortunate to have a lad play for us in this competition, the FA Cup, score goals, being the youngest goal scorer in the FA Cup, and it's seen him maybe capture a lot of people's attention, and he got to move to a championship club in Huddersfield Town. So with Ben, we also know that he's got people interested in him, people that are interested in his progression, but there's no one more interested in him than myself and Bristol Manor Farm. I think if Ben trusts us to hopefully give him those opportunities to play, then he's going to do well in the game as well.
And looking forward to next week. We got obviously Saturday and Monday, two sort of rivalries, two local games, two games in the league to get us sort of picking us up from this weekend's disappointment. What are your thoughts on that game and looking forward to the rest of the season?
Lark are always a tough side for us. It's always a tough place to go to, and obviously Phil Bater, the manager there, knows how to not only motivate a team, he knows how to set teams up. He was a professional football manager, so I've got full respect for the man and that club in general, but also I believe we're a different animal this season to what we've been maybe a couple of over the last couple of seasons, in terms of maybe we're a bit more like, I think, like competitive in terms of the physicality of the game, and Lark will tick those boxes. They've got good ability players, but they also know how to compete, and that's basically what football's all about. You can't like moan about teams being extra physical. You just got to go and set your stall out to compete with them, and hopefully quality from your side comes through. So that's going to be a tough game, but it was one that we relish. And then on the Monday, I think Manchester had their first win under Ray today, so they're going to be confident and buoyed by that, because obviously I know they're a young side, but he's another man that knows how to set teams up. He's had a good managerial time of it, and I feel that that's another bit. It's a game on a bank holiday Monday, local derby. With all the void of football over the last couple of seasons with COVID and stuff, if you can't look forward to that sort of weekend, then you shouldn't be in the game, and we're definitely going to look forward to it with relish, and go to Lark Open and get the 3 points, and open to post a maximum return on by winning on the Monday, and that's what we're fully motivated to do now. Obviously we're disappointed, but we'll take our medicine today. We'll give good luck to Exmouth Town in the next round. It was like the actual occasion, to be honest with you, I was quite enjoyed it down there. Do you know what I mean? It's a good club. They like a sing song after, and fair play to them, and all credit to them. But again, I think the fine line is a very fine line when you're in and around your own sort of standard, and that went against us today.
Definitely. Cheers. See you Saturday.
Top man. Thank you.